Hello everyone, I welcome you back to Sing Teaches AI. In our last session, we talked about what data types are, what is the use of variable, what are strings and characters. In this session, we will talk about mathematical operations, what are those that we use in Python, and how we do it. So there are different mathematical operations. So you know already that we can write as a code as a comment. So I'll write it down for you. There are certain types of operations. What are those? We have arithmetic operations. These arithmetic operations are nothing but addition denoted by plus, subtraction denoted by minus, multiplication we denote it by star. These are the basic one which you already know. So there are and division, no doubt. Division which we denote by slash. There are some others. One is modulus, which is described by percentage sign. And then we have exponential, which is described by double star. And then we have floor division, which we denote by double forward slash. Now, when we talk about arithmetic operations, we had already seen, we have already learned in our junior classes that there was a relation between dividend, divisor, quotient, and remainder. If you remember, it goes as dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So we'll understand these new things, modulus, exponential, floor division, with keeping this formula in mind. Simple addition is just like we did, simply print 5 plus 2, it will print us the addition. 7, subtraction is normal 5 minus 2, 3. Next is division. If we divide 5 by 2, it will show us, sorry, 5 by 2, it will show us the division, which is 2.5, half of 5. Next is when we talk about this modulus thing or this floor division thing. This floor division is nothing but the quotient part. The quotient is provided by floor division. You have to take into account that, okay, so if 5 divided by 2, if you use it in here, if you divide 5 by 2, divisor is 2, dividend is 2, divisor is 5, and so on. What would be the remainder? Remainder in this case is depicted by modulus. Modulus is nothing but remainder. I'll mention it here for your convenience. Floor division is nothing but quotient. So keeping this into mind, if I divide 5 by 2, what would be? So double dash is quotient. What would be the quotient? You already must have the answer in your mind. So yes, The quotient here is 2. Now, what would be the remainder? So, 2 twos are 4. 4, so 5 minus 4 is 1. So, remainder would be, and how we get remainder using modulus? So, remainder would be 1. So, these are the arithmetic operations that we see while we use Python or while we use any programming language, not just Python. What are the other operations? What are the other operations apart from arithmetic that we should know? There are some relations, relationship operations. So when we talk about relationship operations, these operations are, you already know, we have done it in our mathematics class, in junior mathematics classes. So what's it? It's either something is equal to something, something is greater to something, something is lesser than something. So all those were relationship operations. So what were those? So one was equal to, which is depicted by double equal to's. One is greater than, which is depicted by greater than option. Another one is less than, which we depict by lesser sign. There is another one which we call greater than equal to. So there are some cases where the two digits could be greater than or could be equal to each other. For example, 2 relationship operation, 2. 2 is equal to 2. It fits for greater than, it fits for equal to. So in those relations, we can use greater than equal to. Same for less than equal to, and then it is not equal to, which is depicted by an exclamation sign and equal. It is not equal. So just few examples. If we print 2 is greater than 5, the answer would always be in Boolean because it's either true or false. 2 is never greater than 5. So is 5 greater than 5? False. But if I add equal to here, would it be yes? Because now it's providing another advantage of equal to here. So it will say, okay, if it is not equal to, I will check the next one. Okay. If it's not greater than, then I'll check for the next option, which is equal to. And yes, it is true. Another one is 5 not equal to 7. We already know that it is not equal to 7. The answer is true. So this is all about relationship operations. So we have done arithmetic operations, relationship operations. What's up next? Then there are logical operations. Yes, these are the same logics that we use for semiconductor and all those. If you remember, AND gate, OR gate, NAND gate, NOR gate, all those uh, logical operations we'll discuss now. So when we talk about logical operations, the basic are AND, OR, and NOT. So using these with the Boolean values of true and false, we see if of for example, the condition for and is if you have two inputs, the answer will be true if both of them are true. For example, if you are designing a circuit, it will turn on only if both of them are turned on. On the other hand, in OR operation, as the name says, OR, two inputs, either A or B, one of them is on, the answer would be on. So one of them is true, the answer would be true. Not is just the reverse. So if your input is on, the output would be off. So if you are providing input as true, the output would be false. To understand it better, let's see few examples. For AND, we'll start with AND. General example to understand: if A is true and B is false, print A and B. Also print. So we know A is true, B is false. In AND operation, they both have to be true. So A, what will be the condition for A and true? Let's see. So what is the expected answer? The expected answer is false for first one because both are opposite, and true for second one because A is also true. Ending it with true will result in true operation. So answer is false and true as expected. Try it for OR. So the expected answer, we see A is true, B is false. Print A or B. One of them is true, that means it will be true. Here, both of them are true. So the answer is true and true because if both of them are true, that means one of them is true. What if I change it to false? Now the condition is same because B is also false. It will again be true. Hope you understood it. After and or we have not. Not would be rather simpler because simply say print. If I say print not A, and here if I say print not B, just the opposite. So if it says A is true, it will say false. It says B is false, not B is true as expected. Let's go to real world examples. So for this one, real world example for and condition, we have someone with age, say 20. So age 20. If he has ticket, so what is this with underscore? It's a variable. We are storing true Boolean condition in this variable. Can enter, this person can enter the auditorium or uh, concert, whatever it is, if the age is greater than equal to 18. If he is greater than equal to 18 and possess the ticket. So now you know true is in this variable. If this is true, and this is true, both of them are true, then only he can enter. So if he can enter, we will print what we will print can enter as a string with can enter this value. So let's see how it runs. Since both the conditions are true and they are in and, he can enter. Condition is true. What about or condition? So if now he doesn't have a he doesn't have any ticket. So has ticket age 25 or one of the condition has to be true, A or B. So in this case, the condition which is fulfilled is age is greater than equal to 18. You can change the conditions. Now, if I want to change more conditions, say has ticket is false, but if he is VIP, change it to VIP, change the code accordingly, and check your answer, what it shows you. Now we are left with not. Eh, what's a real world example for not? So if you are logged in, you are not logged in. That means logged in is false. If not logged in, print please log in again. Now we have used something called if here that we will be discussing in our next class. What is these loops? If loop, while loop, if else loop, all those things would be discussed in our next class. So I request you to stay tuned. Please do like, subscribe so that you get the notification of the class that will be covering all those things. So what do you think would be an error here? If logged in, expected an intended block after if, please log in again. Logged in is false. If logged in, print please log in. Let's see what's the issue here. All right. If you're stuck somewhere, the reason why I say you don't have to be very good in programming while doing this. So I'm not getting what's this error is. I'm not getting what it is. So what I'll do, I'll pick up this code, ask my friend ChatGPT, hey ChatGPT, please help me with the code. What's the error in this code? Paste your code. It will provide you exactly. So the error was if not logged in colon. I use semicolon there as a correction. So let's see if this works now. Just with the help of our dear friend ChatGPT, it works. So if the user is not logged in, just print please log in. again shouldn't be there. Please log in if the user is not logged. So guys, with this, we have covered the mathematical operations that we use in Python as a programming language, which we will be using for AI. So please make sure you go through all the concepts that we have covered so far. In next session, we will be talking more about loops and some interesting stuff. Stay tuned till we meet again. Till then, take care. Bye bye.